Shamrock masks, gather round your TV set, put on your masks, and watch. All witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns.
The third commercial, it's still on, please. Take off the third channel, it's still running. Stop it, please, for God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please, stop it now, turn it off. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Tomorrow marks the 36th anniversary of the infamous Silver Shamrock disaster, a deadly incident which took place on Halloween night, 1982, and claimed the lives of nearly 3 million children nationwide. In what can only be described as a holocaust of the innocent, booby-trapped Halloween masks, which were produced by the Silver Shamrock Company, were somehow triggered to kill their hosts during the company's Halloween special, a televised event that aired on screens across America, unfortunately garnering the attention of children everywhere. Across the country, in the homes of those unlucky enough to have purchased a Silver Shamrock mask, parents witnessed horrible and prolonged deaths of their children at the hands of these seemingly harmless products, a lethal mutilation prompted by something in the company's special giveaway segment, and what can only be described as bizarre, macabre, and downright otherworldly, a flood of insects and reptiles poured out of the mouths of the young, terrified corpses. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. Reptiles and insects. To this day, after countless investigations, theories, experiments, this strange phenomenon has never been fully explained, and not a single member of the long-since defunct Silver Shamrock Company has ever been found guilty or truly held accountable for any of it. Is this frustrating? Of course. Infuriating? Absolutely. However, investigators and scientists from near and far have never been able to properly explain what happened or why, therefore never palpably linking the company with any of those deaths. Although the incident has been cemented in American history as one of the most notorious disasters on record, it is all the more shocking to know that the death toll would have been doubled, if not tripled, had it not been for the heroic acts of one man, Dr. Daniel Chalice, the now retired MD and author who managed to get the Silver Shamrock special removed from 2 out of the 3 channels concurrently airing the event that night. Try as he might, he unfortunately could not get the station's night programmer to stop the remaining channel's broadcast before the nationwide massacre took place. If you want an expanded version of what happened that night, as told by Daniel Chalice himself, all this information and more can be found in his new book, Witches, Warlocks, and Me, a series of memoirs, notes, in-depth discussions of over 3 decades of investigations and examinations of the Silver Shamrock disaster, and how his life has changed since preventing the deaths of millions and millions of children, all while facing the reality of the 3 million he sadly did not. Although Dr. Chalice's history with the disaster has been heavily dissected over the years, with some describing his supposed battles with humanoid robots and alleged encounters with dark magic as utter nonsense, it is an undisputed fact in the eyes of most Americans that Dr. Daniel Chalice was, is, and always will be a national hero, one who should continue to be revered for decades and decades to come. We now move to our live feed from Santa Mira, where Connor Cochran, grandson of the late Connell Cochran, and heir to the entire Silver Shamrock estate, will be making a special speech in the Cochran Park, the very site where Silver Shamrock's factory's headquarters once stood. Let's take a look.
When I look around at the people here today, what I see is an array of family, friends, lifelong acquaintances, people that I've known my entire life, people that I love, cherish, honor, and hope to make proud someday. This isn't just any crowd. Not in the slightest. This crowd, you fantastic people out there, these are the good men and women of Santa Mira, my home. Even with everything that has happened, even with the destruction of my grandfather's company, the collapse of his beautiful factory, and the unfair allegations made against him and my family, against his legacy, You have stuck by my family's side. The people of Santa Mira have remained by Silver Shamrock's side. Now, as all of you know, tomorrow marks the 36th anniversary of the terrible incident that took place on Halloween night 1982, an event that was wrongfully dubbed the Silver Shamrock disaster. Unfortunately, because of circumstance, an abundance of coincidence, and the tendency of this country to wrongfully point fingers at whoever, wherever possible, my grandfather, the legendary Colonel Cochran, who not only built his company, the Silver Shamrock, from the ground up, but he also made this town what it is today, was solely blamed for it, wrongfully blamed for it. Not only did he lose his factory, his reputation, and his life on that dark and horrible Halloween night, but his legacy, and the legacy of my family for that matter, have been tarnished ever since. A black spot upon the Cochran name, all because of the story and testimony of one man, the man that America has dubbed as the hero of children, Dr. Daniel Chalice. No. We are not here to degrade Chalice, ladies and gentlemen. That's not my intention. There's no denying that he did in fact save the lives of millions and millions of children that night. So in that regard, he is very much a hero. It's true. But when the same man who helped ruin my grandfather's legacy also claims to have witnessed robotic hitmen, supernaturally charged Halloween masks, and my very own grandfather taking credit for the impending deaths of millions of children, I take issue with that. With that said, I'm not here today to throw stones. No, today is a great day. As I stand here, basking in the cool and crisp autumn air, standing on the very soil where the Silver Shamrock factory once stood, surrounded by all of you wonderful people, it's starting to feel like an announcement may be in order. Today, on Halloween Eve 2018, I, Connor Cochran, grandson to the original Colonel Cochran, announce the official return of Silver Shamrock. But due to the shadow of hate looming over that name these days, Silver Shamrock will not make its triumphant return under that moniker. No. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Santa Mira, and to those of you watching on television screens across the nation, I give you Shamrock Unlimited, Silver Shamrock for a new day and age. This company will finally get the respect it deserves, and I will do my best to restore the valiant legacy of my grandfather, Colonel Cochran. The event in '82 was terrible, a horrible thing, but it was not my family's doing, nor was it the doing of Silver Shamrock itself. These accusations are, always have been, and will continue to be untrue. The world will soon realize that the Cochrans always have been, always will be, on the side of good, honesty, and truth. Silver Shamrock was always about public service. And today, we continue to do what we do for you. And with that said, I would like to proudly mark the occasion and announce something old made new, something classic brought to the present. I, on behalf of Shamrock Unlimited, officially announce the return of the Silver Shamrock 3, available tomorrow morning, just in time for trick-or-treating. That's right, folks. The skeleton, the witch, and the pumpkin, made nationwide famous back in 1982, are back. And look, they're even equipped with the classic Silver Shamrock emblems, just as they were in the 80s. This makes them the perfect way to give away to the new while paying homage to the old. Let us not bring the stigma of that fateful night with them. These masks deserve a second chance. And to appease all those weary about the return of these products, let me just say that the heart of Shamrock Unlimited is with you. We understand why it would be so easy to point the finger at Silver Shamrock for what happened back in '82. So, to prove once and for all, to everyone in this country, here on live television, we will demonstrate right here, right now, that these masks never have been linked to any kind of dark magic. The magic that was supposedly responsible for the deaths of so very many. Let's take a look. It may be hard to see right now, ladies and gentlemen, but he is now watching the original playback of the original special giveaway segment as aired on Halloween night in 1982, wearing one of the 3 special masks from that night. Will he die a horrible death and be reduced to a pile of snakes and spiders? Let's see, shall we?
The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the horror-thon.
And he's okay, folks. He is perfectly fine. No dark magic in sight, as you can see. And there you have it, folks. These fears can finally be put to rest. And maybe, just maybe, we can together begin rebuilding the legacy of the Cochrane name. We can start rebuilding the mighty brand of the Shamrock. I want to thank you all for being here, and we hope to see everybody in a Shamrock Unlimited mask tomorrow. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Shamrock Unlimited is here to stay. And the legacy of Silver Shamrock is reborn.
Hi, I'm Rachel Atkins, live in Summer Glen, California. At Spirit Halloween Store, we just got our first Shamrock Unlimited mask of the year. Isn't it awesome? We're going to take you to some interviews we did earlier today with some folks and their opinions about Silver Shamrock making a comeback.
Silver Shamrock again? You know, we lost 13 kids on this street alone. I had 2 of them damn masks. The only reason I didn't have it on when the TV started playing was I was drinking my beer.
Are you telling me it's true? You mean it's really true? I kept hearing rumors, but I prayed it wasn't so.
My response to that would be this. They should have been held accountable for all the damages they performed in the past, which no one was.
More carnage? What the hell? I don't think so.
I can't believe they have the absolute gall to come back here.
They do not have any right or responsibility to come back again and do anything that would hurt or cause any integral problems with society, especially children that were concerned in this before and should not be allowed to resume their business.
I gotta admit, the tune, their jingle was pretty catchy. But I kind of, think of it differently now after all the massacres. It's like 9 more days till Halloween. Jesus.
I mean, it's gall, that's what it is. Just gall.
Trick or treat or you die.
All right, that's it for now, everybody. I'll see you back here tonight live at 8 for the Shamrock Unlimited giveaway. Happy Halloween, everybody. I really love this mask.
Happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Hey everyone, it's Halloween, and you know what that means. It's time to get dressed up in costumes and go door to door, begging for candy. And guess what? Your old pals from Silver Shamrock are back to help you get your spooky on. That's right, boys and girls. Shamrock Unlimited has risen from the ashes of its predecessor to reclaim Halloween and bring a sense of community, fun, and safety back to the dark holiday. Get mom and dad ready, because it's time to go out and grab your very own Shamrock Unlimited Classic Series masks, molded directly from the 1982 Witch, Skeleton, and Pumpkin masks. This offer ends tonight at midnight, so be sure to get these masks before they disappear from the world forever. And don't forget about the special sweepstakes taking place tonight at 8 o'clock, where you can win $10,000 cash and a special tour of the newly opened Shamrock Unlimited headquarters in Santa Mira, California. All you have to do is tune in, grab the special code, and be the 13th person to text it into Shamrock Unlimited headquarters. Oh, and don't worry about being home in front of those TV sets. No, the sweepstakes will appear live at 8 p.m. on platforms everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat. You can bet that we will be there. Happy Halloween, boys and girls. See you at 8 o'clock. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
I just can't believe it. I figured after 36 years, these assholes would be gone for good.
This is big business, Roger.
I know it's big business, and these douchebags are gonna make a lot of money. That's not the point. After what they did to everybody, and what they tried to do to you, I say we blow this whole damn thing up. Show the world who they really are, and find a way to prove it. Blow the goddamn whistle on these guys.
Blow the whistle on what?
What do you mean on what? On the same thing you've been telling the world for the last few decades. These Silver Shamrock clowns are a bunch of psychos.
You can't.
Why not? That's what you've been doing for years.
It's too big, Raj. These people are expert killers.
And?
For my sake, you don't know these people.
Gramps, we need to do something. If your new book has anything to say about it, we should... Gramps? Gramps?
Roger.
Hello? What the hell? You just got cut off. The hell?
Don't you just hate dropped calls?
Huh?
We have them. Sleep well?
How long was I out?
About 20 minutes, give or take.
You have me handcuffed, for Christ's sake. Who are you anyway?
You're Daniel Chalice's grandson, aren't you?
Oh, now I see. You're one of them. Cochran's goons. So what are you gonna do? Kill me and prove to the world what my grandpa's been trying to prove for years?
I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to make you watch something. You need to be wearing this.
The hell are you gonna do with that? Wait, what the hell are you doing?
Thank you for your time, Mr. Chalice. Have a nice day.
Hello, Roger. How is your grandfather, Dr. Daniel Chalice? I hope he's well. I wish I could say the same for my own grandfather, Colonel Cochran, but yours unfortunately killed mine. But let's not dwell on the past. Let's focus on the now. Silver Shamrock is back. And right now, all across America, from the biggest cities to the lowest plains, children and adults alike are getting ready for the big night, and Shamrock Unlimited is the hot name on the market this year. Our masks have already sold out in most stores, and it seems that the country is more on board with our return than they are in blaming us for what happened all those years ago. I could sit here for hours explaining myself like some kind of Bond villain, so in an effort to keep this somewhat brief, I'll give it to you straight. We are exactly who your grandfather told the world we were in the first place. And tonight, for no reason that you could ever possibly comprehend, millions of people across America will meet their end, just as they did in 1982. But this time, it won't be limited to just children. No. And you won't even need to be wearing one of our masks. Absolutely not. This is 2018, and we've come a long way since the 80s. This time, simply hearing the sound patterns of the event will be enough to deliver millions upon millions into the sweet arms of death. Men, women, and children alike. It doesn't matter what age you are, what race, where you are in life, or what you've done. Those who witness the power of the witch will fall. And you are the first, Roger. The first to be kissed by Stonehenge's dark magic. The season of the witch has returned, my young friend. Have a good trip.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's time. It's time. It's time for the special sweepstakes. All you lucky kids with Shamrock Unlimited masks, gather around your TV or cell phone screens and watch and listen. And if you didn't manage to get your hands on a mask, keep your ears open and your eyes peeled. Calling all skeletons, jack-o'-lanterns, and witches. The time is here. Watch the magic pumpkins. Watch.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Your work is done, grandfather. Finally done. Well, well, well. Dr. Chalice. I was wondering how long it would take you to call me. Guess what? We win.